Where does creativity come from? Hi, my name's Lorrine Douglas. I'm a teacher and I do also youth theatre work. To describe my thinking is that sometimes there's sparks going off in my head and lots of things at the same time. And then all of a sudden, I start to make those sparks start to connect with each other a little bit. That's why sometimes I have moments where I have to say to myself, calm down, take your time, and then just start to write or draw some of those things that I'm thinking about. I have to try and record it in some way because that then helps me to be able to organise it a little bit more. But I quite like the way when I think in that way because it just gets exciting and I like going like, oh, just had a thought of that. I'm definitely of the mindset, a very positive mindset. I definitely believe that we're all capable of a lot of things, and sometimes um, it's other things in the world that kind of like hold us back. But I do feel that we're all quite capable. We've got quite a lot of grit and kind of get up and go about ourselves, and definitely from very young and getting older. I do think learning is something that's lifelong. I totally believe in that. I think, and I say to students, though I teach, I say to students all the time, you know, if it's not happening now, it might be something else later on in life, and embrace that. And I don't want people to feel like failure. I think it's so important not to go on that kind of journey of this is, you know, I'm a failure on something. We've all got something unique about us, and it's just finding that and then holding on to it, harnessing it, and making the most of it as possible. So yeah, the mindset definitely is very positive, and be embracing of everything around you, because it, you know, if you overlook it, or even that mistake that you've made, and if you overlook that, you're going to maybe miss out on something. So make sure you know, be aware of those things and use them to your advantage. I would say sometimes people can be blocked, so they don't see beyond maybe what's there in front of them. And I think it's important when you've got more of a creative kind of outlook on life. That's why I think the arts are important, because it does allow people to move beyond that block and start to see things in a very different way, and not just that's a wall then, so that's all it is. It's a wall. No, it's a wall, but what else can we do with that wall? Where could it take us? What could we do with it? How could we transform it? Yeah, I think, because that's what I think sometimes, and I always say to people, I'm very naughty. I can be very naughty, and they'll say, "Oh, I've been, you know, so that you can be ever so naughty. You can be all a bit of a rebel. You're a bit of a rebel, aren't you?" And I do think that is because it's about play. It's about enjoyment. It's about, why can't you be silly while you're still learning and you're doing something or creating something? It's that play that gives you the enjoyment, and then from that play, that creativity kind of is, you know, explodes, I think. So yeah, maybe I think it's from play. Even down to music. And the other day, kind of like coming home and saying to them a particular song that they all do and actions that they do, and I said, you know, I used it with my year 9 and year 7 and they were like, "Mom, stop it!" But they love it really as well, because they can see it's keeping me young, but also they can see it's okay to be an adult and to be silly and to show that you enjoy yourself, or something really excites you, something that's made you really, really sad. So I think that's important. I do think as I've got into my 40s and beyond, I definitely feel there's a place for even more of it. Doing spontaneous things, saying yes to things. I said that the other day to some students. Just said, sometimes just have this week just saying yes. Someone's asked you to do something that you don't normally do, or you don't normally kind of get involved in. Say yes. And then all of a sudden, you know, work with a different partner, because you'll find that you will find something different, explore something different maybe. How many times it is, like there's times when I've been busy and, you know, I'll be honest, as a parent, you kind of go, "Oh, I haven't got time to sit down and draw with you or whatever, or colour in." It's giving yourself that chance to do it. Then you realise, wow, you know, that's I think why all those mindfulness kind of drawing and things came out now, because people have realised they've missed that. You know, just sitting and drawing or doing something creative in that kind of sense. We miss it as adults, that you're not doing those kind of things all the time. And it's important, if you enjoy doing it if you had children, you know, very small, or just being involved with young people, or remembering your own drawings. You might not have been brilliant at it, but did you enjoy it? Yes. Did you enjoy the colours? Yes.